Hello, and welcome to my organizational behavior theory project. Today, I will be talking more about Deloitte. If that doesn't ring a bell in your head right away, that probably means you're not an accounting major. A little bit about me is I am an accounting major with a minor in graphic design, so hopefully my presentation reflects both of those things and it feels very aesthetically pleasing to you. So you can't go anywhere in any of my accounting classes without hearing of the Big Four. The Big Four are the Big Four accounting firms. These are the people that are going to be doing the financial statements, for big companies like Microsoft and GM. Think of that, and it's kind of segmented into tax, auditing, and consultation. I chose Deloitte for this project because it had the largest in terms of revenue, closely following with PwC, KPMG, and EY. Those are their direct competitors. I want to start this presentation off with the mission statement because as our textbook kind of talks about, the mission statement is really what we show their clients, consumers, employees. It's where that foundation is. I'm not going to read it out loud because I feel like you can just pause this video, but really Deloitte is a place of excellence. It's prestigious. It's if you watch Suits on Netflix, it's the Harvey Pearson of the accounting world. In that show Suits, they only hire Harvard-trained lawyers, and at Deloitte, you need to have your CPA. Like, it is expected that you have your CPA. And that's reflected not only in their mission statement, but their vision statement as well. They are excellence, and their consumers know that. They're the number one for a reason. When it comes to their history, they have a long history. They started in 1949. You can also pause this video and read a little bit more. Some big points when the 16th Amendment introduced more federal income tax laws, as well as the stock market crashing. There was a lot of mergers in the 1970s, adapting to technology, kind of moving around. It started in London, so it's a very global company. When it comes to their leadership team, it is expected that they all have their CPA. A CPA, for those who don't know, doctors have to take their MCAT, the lawyers have to take the LSAT, and accountants have to get their CPA, their certified public accounting degree, and it is not easy at all. But things like Deloitte, they actually offer a lot of incentive and programs and help for people to get that. The company is segmented into consulting, auditing, and tax. To differentiate themselves from KPMG and their competitors, they really are preaching their consulting abilities. They talk about implementation, consultation, comprehensive business management is really big for them. When it comes to their customers, some big names you might notice is Microsoft, P&G, and Boeing. So they're dealing with a lot of their tax and auditing, etc. But now it's time to get into that nitty gritty, which is that culture of Deloitte. I have a friend who just graduated NYU as a mechanical engineer, and his buddy was an accounting major, and he works for Deloitte now, and it is rigorous. They're the best of the best. They expect a lot from their employees. He's putting in about 80 hours a week in order to be considered okay. With that comes a lot of financial compensation, but it is a lot of expectation. It's also a ginormous company, and the book talks about with 2,000 plus employees. That means you have a lot of specialization, a lot of vertical communication, departmentalization. It's a global company, and we are governed by GAAP in the United States, which is general accepted accounting principles. The offices that are abroad are dealing with IFRS, which are completely different ways you recognize your transactions. So there's a lot. It takes a while for a decision to kind of go through because it's so large. But because it's so large, it has a lot more resources. When it comes to things that I learned by researching this company, I graduate next semester. I need to know where I want to live, where I want to work. And Deloitte is just I maybe would start there and then move horizontally into other companies, but it's just so large. I learned a lot about their negotiation tactics, communication, leadership, power politics, and conflict. And I like things that are more on the small end of working in groups and can get things quickly done. There's just so much red tape and movement in this company that I don't know if I'd necessarily want to work there. So a little assessment of what I talked about, especially in my paper, is a lot about the history, the prestige, negotiation, organizational theories. I hope you understand a little bit more, not only about Deloitte, but accounting too, the CPA, etc. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm really excited to hear more and talk more and hear everyone else's presentations. So thank you.